Hey guys, so it is Tuesday and I'm sorry I look awful because I just got in from college and took all my makeup off and I know I look a mess, so I apologise, but I really wanted to talk to you guys because I've just done my French oral exam. Basically in A-level French we have to do a written exam, which is reading, listening, translation and writing, and then we do an oral exam, which is obviously speaking. And so I thought it would be quite fun to tell you guys about it, or kind of tell myself, I guess, so that in a bit I can look back and so I can remember. Basically what you have to do is, the first part is discussion on a card. So the examiner picks a card for you and there's loads and loads of topics. There's environmental topics and there's political topics. So the political topics are like immigration, racism, media, publicity, that's a French word, advertising, integration, social exclusion, SDF, which is like homeless people. Basically there's loads of different themes, and the environmental ones are like biodiversity and GMOs, I can think of the English again, deforestation, just really, really boring stuff basically. And you pick a card, and on the card it's got like writing. It's got like a little article that you have to read. You get 20 minutes to prepare. So you go into a room, you read the article, and like you think about the topic. And then she basically asks you questions on the topic for 6 minutes. I'm out of breath. I'm in bed, by the way. Can you tell? I'm with Domo. Hi Domo, do you want to be in my video? And then after that you have to do an expose, which the expose you prepare beforehand, and it's an expose on a French region. My region is called Languedoc-Roussillon. I don't know if any of you guys know, but it's in the south of France, right on the border with Spain. Basically you do a presentation on the region, and that has to last 4 minutes, and I think I did well on that. I said it in pretty much exactly 4 minutes, which I was really happy about. She had a little timer like in front of me, so I could see how fast I was going, and at the end I had to slow down a bit. But I got it just under, it was like 3 seconds under 4 minutes, and when she looked at the timer she was like, parfait, and I was like, oui, merci. And then after that you have to answer questions on your region. I forgot to say, I think I did well on the card. The card that I got was immigration, which I was hoping for. Immigration and racism are like my two favourite cards. And so I was really, really happy when I got that card. I didn't think I would, because my friend Jonathan went before me, or 2 people before me, and he got immigration, so I was so annoyed because I thought, oh, if he's got it, she's not going to give it to me. But she did, and I was really happy. Yay. And yeah, the questions weren't too bad. One of the questions was, is immigration a big problem? Which is a really, really easy question, because basically I just had to say all of the good things about immigration, and I said a couple arguments against immigration. She laughed because I said, il y a quelques personnes qui pensent que les immigrés prend tous les travails. I know that there's some people that think that the immigrants take all the jobs, and she laughed at that, which surprised me, because I didn't expect this to, and it was quite funny. And so the card was good, but then the conversation on the expose I found really difficult, basically because she asked me kind of weird questions. Like, we have a language assistant who we talk to every week called Suad, who's lovely. Hi Suad, I love you. And the examiner kind of asked really, really different questions to what we'd been used to, and I'm so angry with myself right now, because the first question she asked was, why is the level of consumption so low in your region? Consommation. And I know the word consommation. I knew what it meant. I knew it meant consumption, but I assumed she meant like consumption as in, you know, consumer goods, sort of buying things. Does that make sense? But what she actually meant was energy consumption, which I should have known that's what she meant, because I talked about that in my expose. So obviously she'd picked up on it, and she was like, oh, why is consumption so low? But I thought she was on about consumer goods, so I said something completely wrong, and I could tell by her face that it was wrong, but I was like, I don't know why it's so low. But yeah, I got that question wrong, and then there was a couple questions that I wasn't sure about, and like, I know that I made so many grammar mistakes, but my grammar is always really bad in French. Sorry, I think I'll get out of bed now. I don't know whether to upload this as one take, because it's a really long video, and I'm sorry, because you guys probably don't want to hear this, so I'm sorry to those of you that do want to hear this. I love you. So yeah, basically I think it went well. I need to get an A for university, which is like really, really scary, but technically I could, even if I don't get an A in this exam, in my oral. If I get it in the written, then it might balance out. That's what I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I do think I did better than in my mock exams. We've done 3 mock oral exams and I got B's in all of them. Ah, fail! I'm a failure. But this one went a lot better than the mock, and because the mock exams are always Suad, so she's a native speaker. So obviously she's a lot more of a harsh marker. And the examiner, I don't know, I feel like she might have been a bit nicer. She was lovely. She was a really nice lady. So that was all good. And yeah, you guys will know when I get my results, which is August sometime, but I think it went okay. I'm just so happy to have like done it and get it off my chest, and now I can focus on my other exams. I'm gonna go revise now. I've been so lazy. What time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock and I finished at 12. So I got home at like 1 and I haven't done anything. Wow, that's a long time. So I'm going to go revise now. I'm going to go do politics revision because no way am I doing French right now. I can't be bothered. Do you guys like my revision timetable? Look, it's got stickers on it. Can you guys see? Little elephant stickers and little owl stickers. I think it's adorable. Anyway, I love you guys. I shall go. Very long video, I know, but oh well. Bye bye.